It's Jess with Emotional Fire Academy today to talk about resiliency for highly sensitive people. And today's topic is confidence. So subscribe to my channel if you are new here. Welcome to Emotional Fire Academy. I am Jess. I am your driver operator on this journey. I'm a former firefighter and a master NLP practitioner. And it's my job to help highly sensitive people, and any people really, highly sensitive people because I identify as one, up level in life, learn the rules and win the game. Win the game at life. Really succeed and thrive and move out of pain mode into gain mode. Just came up with that. Totally spontaneous. Anyway, this is going to be a 4-part series, so tune in for the next ones. I put out new videos every week. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, all that good stuff. You know the drill. So, and like this video, because when you like it, the information gets out to other highly sensitive people and will hopefully help them on their journey. So, today's going to be a little bit more organic. Typically, I have a lot of notes for my sessions, but today I felt inspired to do a little bit shorter video and a little bit more organic, just kind of playing with some ideas. So there are 4 parts to resiliency, or 4 characteristics, 4 traits, if you will, 4 areas to improve if you want to become more resilient or recognize the resiliency you already have. And in each video from today, the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be covering each of those topics and going really deep into it, and then how we can increase our awareness and thus more embody that quality. So today we're going to be talking about confidence, number 1. The next week after that, social support, adaptability, and purposefulness. So very specific words. I found this categorization off the internet a while ago, and I think it was useful, and there's a lot of meat and potatoes in it to dig into. So confidence, being able to take risks, being yourself. If you're able to take risks, so when I was first thinking about confidence, I was thinking about like doggedness, right? Stubborn. It's almost like it could almost edge on stubbornness or just knowing you're going to get your way, right? There is a difference, however, energetically, because I used to be I am still a very dogged person. When I want to create something in my life, I will create this image of it and I will latch onto it like a dog biting down with its teeth. And I will tell everybody I know about, oh my God, I'm going to do this. And they roll their eyes at me and they're like, yeah, whatever. That's not even possible. And I keep telling the story. There's this little rebellious part of me that's like, watch me do this. Watch me do this. Yeah, you watch me. And that really served me. And that kind of like, I'm going to get my way. I'm going to get my way because it feels better to walk the path of getting my way than it does to not walk the path. And I think that's really where pure, unadulterated, raw confidence comes from, is when you really commit to walking the path. And confidence, again, you can, as a quality, you can see it in yourself as a whole characteristic, as a value. Or you could practice, you can always start by becoming confident about a goal, like kind of compartmentalizing it to one area of your life, practicing, and then realizing like, wow, I did that, now I am confident, right? You're gathering that evidence, you are telling a new story, you're telling a smaller story, what we perceive as a smaller story, accomplishing it, and then being like, okay, I'm going to expand that. There's a perceptual expansion then in like, okay, I have evidence of that. Maybe this is a systemic trait. Maybe I am a confident person. And being resilient, obviously having that, when you have that confidence, that in itself, this trait kind of trumps everything else. If you can become the most confident version of yourself, that is resiliency, because you simply ignore any evidence that does not support your mission, your goal, your, self-concept, whatever, right? You're not shaken by it. an obstacle or adversity comes up and you're walking that path. You're just like, I am so committed to this path. I'm so committed to this path. That is what creates confidence. It's just like, I'm going to get there eventually. I'm going to get there. I would rather be walking towards that goal than sitting and not walking towards it, or wishing and hoping, that commitment. So confidence is a commitment on some level. It's a commitment to either be completely unadulterated yourself, right? I'm going to be totally myself no matter what anyone thinks of me. That's what a confident person looks like, feels like, sounds like. Or you could go smaller. I'm going to be really confident in my job, right? I am going to do the job to the best of my ability. I am going to walk the path of being my best career self ever. And that, again, if you start with that confidence, you can expand it or you can contract it. If you do start to experience like, oh, I don't feel confident as a person, let me just focus on one area of my life. What area of my life is going really well? You might find right now that there's an area of your life that is going really well. Focus on that. Focus on that. That's just kind of, and I'm realizing in my teachings that with NLP, a lot of it is starting to overlap with law of attraction and manifestation. So be prepared, my hotshots, if there's more of that language in my channel, because the merging of these concepts, I'm just starting to see too many overlaps that I can't not talk about it anymore. And in an effort to be more true to myself, because I love spirituality and I love manifestation and the thought that, I am creating, that is going to be more incorporated into my channel. And it's not to say that I don't love science too, because I love science and I am totally into, having both in your life and integrating both and having them be symbiotic instead of conflicting. That's the story I want to tell and believe and embody. So, confidence. Let me share with you. So it's not only a commitment, but the energy expended. Let's talk about energy expenditure in being confident. You can be confident and feel like it's a struggle. There's a sense of like, oh, I'm confident and I know I'm going to get my goals. It just feels really hard. There's a sense of like, I see other people getting what they want. I know I'm going to get what I want, but there's a lot of struggle in it. There's a lot of struggle and strife and like, why does everybody get everything faster than I do? Why? So this has to do, if you have this sensation and you perceive yourself as being confident and goal-driven and able to accomplish what you want and able to keep going in the face of adversity, but there's a heaviness to it. There's no ease. The problem might lie in your locus of control. I have referred to this in other videos. And when I talked about personas and taking on different personas and the victim versus the hero, the lucky person versus, I'm drawing a blank, the bad guy. When you can shift, your locus of control is who has the power, right? Who do you believe has the power in your experience? And the answer to that is going to tell you your locus of control. Who has control? And really, locus of control is the consciousness point, the perspective where you are saying that has control. I have control. Something outside of me has control. And it's not something, until we really investigate this and feel the shifts in our consciousness, that we acknowledge and recognize where our locus of control is, because it's so embedded in so many layers of our identity. Because I thought I was confident, but everything felt really difficult and like a struggle. And then I realized that my locus of control wasn't where I needed it to be so that I could feel that ease. If you want to move into being a confident person who is unfazed by life or what is happening outside of you, shifting your locus of control into It's all me. This is a really big secret I want to share with you, and it's only been in the last couple weeks that I moved into this awareness and have directly seen the results of it as far as confidence and resilience, because you keep coming back to the story, it's all me. So what evidence do we have that it's all us, right? So, okay, scientific evidence. The book How Emotions Are Made by Dr. Elisa Feldman Barrett, who is an emotion researcher, has described how 90% of what we perceive is predictive. Our brain is predicting, right? That's our conditioning. Those are our stories. Those are our rules and filters. It's 90% of those mental constructions that we have set up through the feedback loops of, oh, I have evidence of this, that story is correct. Oh, I have evidence of this, that story is correct. These mental constructions, so 90% of our brain is predictive. The other 10% is sensory. The sensory data we get from, touch, taste, smell, hearing, sight. However, that sensory data we're still perceiving billions and billions of bits of information, but we're filtering it again through those mental constructions. They are a filter. They're a filter. And so even what we perceive as something that is outside of us is really us, because we're filtering that data through these translucent sheets of meaning, right? And so we could say that really even the data that we're getting is biased. It's all biased. And so this is how two people can watch the same event and remember things completely differently, or experience the same experience and have totally different emotional reactions to it. So if you want to be 100% confident, the story or the thought or the belief that I have found has worked is that everything is me. So that 90% of prediction and the 10% of sensory data that I am filtering through my own eyes, ears, my body. I'm filtering it through my body. So how do I know that anything actually exists outside of me? How do I know? It comes down to Descartes' I think, therefore I am. That's the only real truth that we know for sure, that you exist, that I exist. That I exist. I only know that I exist. Because it's my sensory data, it's my senses, my eyeballs, my fingers. I don't know what is outside of me. It could be a hologram. It could be a computer program. There could be an actual real reality. I don't know. All I know for sure, philosophically, is that it's me. There's only me. So adopting, and when this occurred to me, I knew this intellectually, but when I had a full body feel that everything is me, I had then assumed a locus of control where everything is me. Everything is me. Everything is me. Okay, so, and then when I lapsed into these stories, and I started to feel an emotion come up of anger, but I'm like, wait, why am I upset? Everything is me. This is me. This thing that I'm perceiving, this story that I'm telling, everything is me. The stories, the thoughts, the beliefs, what I'm bringing into my sensory data, what I'm seeing, feeling, touching, it's all me. It's all me. So how can I be mad at that if I can change it, right? And it places your locus of control in complete 100% confidence, because they're like, okay, I'll change it. I'll think differently about this. I will change the story. I'll ignore whatever data I'm receiving because it's me and it's not going to hurt me. It's me and I can change my frame of reference. It's me and I can make the rules. It's all me. And when you really get this, they talk about this in manifestation, that everyone is you pushed out. But when this comprehension sinks into your body and you start living from that, that's 100% confidence, because you will never stray far from yourself, because when it always comes back to that this is, everything is me. Everything is me. Everything is me. I have total control of this. You realize that the negative emotions that do start to arise is because you slipped into victim mode. You felt like something outside of you could ever affect you or ever bother you or ever ruffle your feathers, because you momentarily forgot that you didn't have control. So, what do you think? What do you think about this concept? How would your life change if you were to start telling the story and looking for evidence that everything is you, and start this profound journey into yourself? What would life look like for you? How confident would you be? How resilient would you be? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you are someone who wants to become totally 100% confident, totally unshakable by life, totally knowing that all of your dreams and goals and desires are going to be fulfilled, they're going to be reached. You're realizing them because you are them. You already are that which you seek, you are. If you're ready to do that and you are a highly sensitive person, come check me out at emotionalfireacademy.com. I do have a 30% off coaching, one-on-one coaching sale until the end of November, so just a few more days. Grab a free consultation on my website, emotionalfireacademy.com, and chat with me, and let's see if I can help you get there if you are ready to, because I know you can. So, thanks for watching. Bye.